Hey everyone, Phi Farley here, July 30th, Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. Got a baseball best bet coming to you in just 1 second. I'm actually going to do one better. I got two picks for you here today. Happy birthday to B-Dub out there. You know who you are. Thank you so much for tuning in, throwing comments. I really appreciate those over the years. So just for you, buddy, we're doing a twofer. And happy birthday. Hope you have a good one. Hopefully we can throw up two winners for you. So I'm going to go with a side and a total. One game I'm going to break down. The other one I'm just going to give you one of my picks. It'll also be over on patreon.com/PhiFarley. Okay, real quick. Yesterday, another winner on the Reds. Some of you doubted it, but it was absolutely the right side, jumping out to a 9-0 lead behind the pitching of Sonny Gray. And ends up winning the game. I think it was 12-7 by the time all was said and done. The Cubs started making a comeback. But anyway, get the job done. Nice win there on the Reds. I'm just going to throw this out there. It was I ended up going 2-2 on the day. Rangers, Diamondbacks, 2-0 going into the seventh. They throw up 9 runs in the last 3 innings. I feel like a lot of bullpens are blowing games here right now. A lot of runs are coming late. And it definitely bit me twice yesterday. Later, to cap off the night, think I'm probably going to go 3-1 as the Padres sit on a 6-2 lead. Ended up being 6-3 going into the 8th with 2 outs and tie the ball game up, do the Giants, and end up winning it on a walk-off home run. Nice job, Yastrzemski, but there you go. I ended up being 2-2, so not a losing day, but not what I expected to be. It could have easily been a 4-0 day, and that's where I was expecting to be, or at least 3-1. But hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. It goes both ways. All right, so congrats if you were on the other side of that and ended up cashing at the last minute. But let's talk real quick about Patreon, patreon.com/PhiFarley. All my picks are over there. NBA is starting up. Any NBA plays are going to be on the top 2 tiers, so keep that in mind until I tell you otherwise. It's going to be on the top 2 tiers. I may drop some down eventually, but baseball is where I'm going to keep my main picks. So if you want NBA, you're going to have to go to one of the top 2 tiers to get those, which is not the worst thing ever. But just an FYI, I don't want you thinking you're getting NBA picks while you're getting the daily best bet. So you can check that out. Check all my baseball plays, each one of the picks up there. Thank you so much for those of you who have done that, by the way. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, share the channel here on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter @PhiFarley. And let's talk baseball. Okay. First game that I'm just going to give you as a side, and here's one of the reasons why it's kind of a softie, is the line is perfectly not where I'd like it. So you got Max Fried going up against Ryan Yarbrough for the Rays. Rays have been on fire, and I really like this team. Honestly, this is my long shot World Series matchup, Rays and Braves. 2 long shots. I'm not saying this is what I think is going to happen, but if I were picking my long shots, it's the Braves and the Rays. I like their starting pitching. I like their lineups, and they have the ability to produce a lot of runs in a lot of different ways. Like both these teams, but in this one, I like the Braves side here at home, fading the Rays on the road with Ryan Yarbrough. I actually like Yarbrough, but Max Fried is going to have a great year, and he's starting that early campaign. I think this is a good side to take him. Now it's at a -140 to -145. So what I did is I took both a run line and a money line play. I just divided it in half and then did half one, half the other. But for this sake, I'm going to do the money line and just take it out of -140 or -145. So anyway, FYI, there's one pick. Braves, taking the Braves side at home, get the job done over the Rays at 410. All right, back in Max Fried. By the way, did you know Max Fried went to high school, pitched alongside of Giolito and who's the other one? Jack Flaherty. I mean, what a matchup. I hope they won state. It was in California, but geez, could you imagine? They said that Fried, of those 3 pitchers, Fried's the hardest one to hit. He's got the nastiest stuff of those 3. At least that's what hitters said back in the day. All right, now let's talk about a game I'm going to break down a little bit more because I like this one a lot. it's going to be the Indians Twins. Now, when you think Indians and Twins, you're probably thinking a lot of firepower, a lot of home runs, a lot of offense. I'm going the other way here. I like both these pitchers, and I like Barrios coming off Barrios is very Jekyll and Hyde. Often it's fading on the road, backing him at home. He does a lot better at home than he does on the road. Over a 1.5 run differential on his home record versus road record. And here he had a bad start on the road to start the season. He's got 11.25 ERA. He's going to follow that up with a good outing here today. In fact, I really like his chances. In fact, he could very well win this game. Bieber coming off on the opposite side, a 14 strikeout win. Great start to his 2020 campaign. I don't know that I like him coming back here against Minnesota. I'll say this, Barrios is last year had a 2.55 ERA against Cleveland. He was 2-0 against them in 4 starts, only 16 hits given up in 24 2/3 innings, a 174 batting average last season were the Indians against Barrios, and especially good at home. This roster hits 220 against him overall. No real big, bright, shining lights. Carlos Santana is probably the best of them, hits 353, does have one dinger, but overall the team has a 364 slugging percentage, which is very, very good for Barrios. Now, real quick, let's look at this. Let me give you one other number on Barrios as I was digging in. Home stat, 3.05 ERA. He's 25-9 at home over the last 3 years. Specifically, Cleveland 4-0 against Cleveland with a sub-3 ERA. He's got a lot of pride here on the line going against his divisional rival, especially as they've been trying to battle for divisional titles throughout those 3 years. So Barrios does very well against Cleveland, does very well at home, and he needs to redeem himself, get off to the right foot here on the 2020 season. Meanwhile, what do you say about Shane Bieber? He has a good start to the season. He's also done well against Minnesota, which is why I really like the under in this one. This last year, he went 2-0 with a 3.86 ERA. He was hit a little bit harder, though, which is one of the reasons I like Barrios here. He gave up 30 hits in 28 innings, 12 total runs in 5 appearances, 4 starts against the Twins. Twins firepower is popping right now. He gave up 7 home runs in those 4 starts, so there's reasons to be a little concerned. And so in general, I think he's a great pitcher. Had success against Minnesota, and he's got another opportunity to show his stuff here. On the flip side, so does Barrios. I think we're going to have a great pitcher's duel, and I think this one's going to fall under the 8.5. So there you go. Best bet of the day is going to be the Twins Indians under 8.5. Also got the Atlanta Braves money line, throwing that one out there too. Good luck everyone today. We'll see you again soon.